Hey guys, welcome to this new tutorial. My name is Patrick from learnphotoediting.net. Today we will create this image and the original image is actually this one. So as you can see, we will bring out the colors, the details, and try to make it suitable for perhaps a beer ad or something. So let's start with the original photo. This one is 1600 pixel wide. What you want to do first of all, I'm just going to zoom it out, make it a little smaller, and then I'm just going to first of all, I just want to duplicate the image, as we will need this one a little bit later. And going back to the my first image, I'm going to add a HDR toning to it. So image adjustments, HDR toning. And here I'm going to start to bring out some of the details. So here it's a matter of playing with the settings, get the result you like. Here are the results I liked. So 50, 0.5. I'm going to gamma 0.8 exposure. I'm going to reduce it a little bit, minus 0.3. Details, I'm going to crank that up to 150%. Then I'm going to reduce the shadows. Whoops. Okay, so 50 minus 53%. Highlights, I'm going to increase this to 5%, and then I'm going to decrease the vibrance to 10, and I'm going to slightly decrease the saturation to 10 also. And then I'm going to add 3 points on the curve, and third point I'm going to put 82, 85, 82. Middle point I'm going to put 52, 51. First point I'm going to put 26, and then I'm going to put 20, and I'm going to hit OK. So now that we have brought out some of the details, I'm just going to go back to our original photo, select all, copy, bring it back, paste, and I'm just going to change the blending mode to color. So just bring back some of the colors from the original photo. Then I'm going to add a color balance adjustment layer. New adjustment layer, color balance, OK. And I'm just going to enter the values that I already have. Again, it's a matter of playing with the sliders, get the result you like. Minus 20. Minus 12. Shadows. Minus 9. 15. 22. 22 highlights. minus 5, minus 5, and -8. So that's the change. Then we will add a selective color adjustment layer. And this time I'm just going to focus on the neutrals, which are the mid-tones, and the black, which are the shadows. -19. Whoops. Actually, it's +1. -8. -10. -6. Blacks. 8. 6. Whoops. 13. 13. And I'm going to reduce the opacity to 50. Reduce the effect a little, and then whoops. Just going to, and I'm going to actually what I can do now, I'm just going to flatten the image, and I'm going to duplicate it, and I'm going to change the blending mode to soft light, and I'm going to decrease the opacity to 20. So as you can see, we add a bit of contrast. Then I'm going to flatten the image, and I'm going to go with another round of HDR toning. Okay, so this time I'm going to put 18, 0.3. I'm going to leave the gamma to 1. I'm going to reduce the exposure to 75. The details, I'm going to crank this up to 50. Shadows, I'm going to reduce this to -25. Highlights, 20. Vibrance, -15. And saturation, I'm going to reduce this a little. Then I'm going to again add 3 points to the curve. Last point will be 83, 81, middle one, 56, 48, first point, 25, 21, and then you press OK, and so then what I'm going to do, I'm going to duplicate this one. The background layer, I'm going to choose the saturate, and this one I'm going to choose luminosity, and I'm going to lower the opacity to 50. Okay, so then I'm going to go back to the original photo, select, copy, I'm going to bring it over, and I'm going to reduce the opacity to 70, and I'm going to add a layer mask, and I'm going to take out, I'm going to erase the effect on the people. So I'm going to paint those three on the layer mask. I'm going to paint them black. So get yourself a paintbrush and maybe 50, and I'm going to maybe 30, and let's just put 100 now, so we know where we can clearly see the difference between the desaturated picture and the colored picture. So what we are doing now is we're painting the mask black, which will erase the area, or take away the colors on the people. Okay, so we are pretty much done. I'm just going to again decrease the opacity to 70. Now I'm going to create a hue saturation adjustment layer. Whoops, I'm just going to first of all control click, if you have an Apple computer, command click the layer mask. Since I want to keep that layer mask for this new adjustment layer, hue saturation. So you see we get the same layer mask, and I'm just going to adjust the colors of the background. I'm going to put -3, -10, -15. Oops. First of all, I'm just going to adjust the mask and well, never mind that. Okay, so then let's do a bit of dodge and burn. I am going to add a new layer, then choose overlay, take the 50% gray box, hit OK, and this one we're going to call it dodge. And we're going to select the dodge tool. I'm going to put exposure 20, midtones, and I'm going to start by increasing the highlights on the teeth. Oops. Let's increase. I'm going to 5, maybe 5. Just going to increase the highlights on the eyes, the white area. Then I'm going to create another dodge layer. This one, actually you could do it on the same layer, but I'm going to create a new one, dodge 2. and this time I'm going to decrease the exposure to 10. I'm going to increase the size of the brush, maybe 30, and then I'm going to increase the highlights on the faces, and on the oops, I just forgot to I'm going to increase that to 20. I'm just going to go over the beers. Like so. Then I'm going to go back to this one, going to decrease this to 10, and I'm just going to accentuate the highlights we already have. Going to decrease this to 10. Then I'm going to increase the size a little bit. Let's put 15 here. Let's do her hair. And maybe his belt buckle. Okay, that should be alright. Then I'm just going to do a burn layer, new layer, overlay, 50% gray, and then I'm going to choose the burn tool, and here I'm just going to reduce this to 10. I'm going to increase this to 30, and I'm just going to accentuate the shadows we already have. Okay, that should do. So I'm just going to reduce the size of this one. Then I'm going to add a black and white adjustment layer. This is going to make our image completely desaturated, and I'm going to work on the background with this adjustment. I'm going to res, I'm going to put 117, 60, 30, 80, minus 25, and I'm going to leave this one to 80, and I'm going to reduce the opacity to 70. Then I'm going to again go back